What's up, everybody? We're back. It's your boys. Episode 12, I think.
Yes, sir.
Episode 12. The aftermath of the Super Bowl.
We had to do it. Y'all knew it was coming.
Yes, sir.
And now it's here.
Dan is your boy Junior, your boy Jay.
Now welcome to Offbeat.
Oh, fuck. We didn't even decide what game to play.
Well, we still have plenty of time to decide. Play all kinds of games. Well, you have EA Play, no?
Yeah.
Give him a little Madden. Fuck it.
This is just a disclaimer. The video game that we are playing in the background is not Madden 21. It is Control. It was supposed to be Madden 21, but for some reason, it is not available on EA Play on Steam. So yeah, we got kind of fucked by that, but it's cool. If you like the gameplay, the game again is called Control. It's available on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I don't know if it's on Nintendo. I never know about these things for some reason. Even though I probably should, but I just, I'm not a Nintendo guy. Again, sorry for the miscommunication. But I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So, sorry about this, I guess. Fuck EA. This the stupidest fucking shit ever. But let's continue on with watching Control and talking about, the fucking Super Bowl or some shit like that. Alright, peace out, guys.
But it is football, so that's how we'll close out, the NFL.
Yes, sir.
And so let's just start by putting it all out there.
Oh, putting a disclaimer out there that our predictions were way fucking off.
Oh yeah, we obviously don't know shit about football. Because I think I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember who I chose to play in the Super Bowl. Regardless,
I think you said Chiefs versus the Saints.
The Packers. Oh, Saints. Oh, that's right. I think I went bold on those. Well, Saints didn't even come close to making it to the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Chiefs did make it, but they didn't win it, and I'm kind of happy about that. I'm glad as a Raider fan.
And I think I predicted Ravens versus the Seahawks, and the Seahawks, you're fucking trash, bro. Y'all got fucking beat by the Rams.
Didn't even make it past the wild card.
Yeah, and then Ravens got their asses handed
to them. Divisional.
Yeah, so that was way off.
That's crazy. I for some reason thought maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I swear I thought I had chosen the Bills over the Chiefs. I think I picked them. I think I picked them to play in the championship game, which did happen. But I think I did end up choosing the Chiefs. I think I played it safe. I would have been dope to see the Bills play in the Super Bowl.
I mean, did it happen though? Did they play? Because it seemed like they didn't.
Yeah, they got their asses beat.
All right.
And then on the NFC side, I think I chose a Packers Saints NFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Packers made it, but then they got their asses beat to the Tampa Bay Bucks, who are the Super Bowl winners.
Yes, sir.
Brady gets the 7th ring. It's the GOAT, man. That's how he speaks from now on, dog.
Yeah, okay, let's just get right into it then. Bucks versus KC. How people were hyping it up. Brady versus Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
The GOAT versus Baby GOAT. Whatever that shit was called.
Baby GOAT. Is there such thing? Are we just making shit up now? Baby GOAT?
I'm pretty sure I heard that shit. I'm pretty sure. There's people already calling him the greatest of all time.
Oh my god, it's annoying. You talking about Tony Romo? Jesus, he's such a fucking dick sucker.
uh,
Fuck.
I guess my opinions of the game. I did not expect it to go down that route.
No, so there was always two sides to this game. Half the people thought it was going to be a shootout. The other half thought it was going to be a close
Defensive
defensive
game.
game.
Yeah.
It was neither. This year was a fucking blowout, very one sided. Tampa just dominated all four quarters.
Okay. That show was kind of sad to watch, but
Yeah,
kind
I
of,
mean,
I kind of enjoyed it.
so the way it started off, like Casey was first to go on the board, right, with a field goal.
Yeah.
The shit is they only scored 9 points and all came over field goals throughout the rest of the game.
Harrison Butker.
So yeah, so he should be the MVP of the Chiefs, not fucking Mahomes, not Hale, not Kelsey, right?
Hey,
So
Kelsey had a good game though.
The Chiefs went on the board first,
Mhm.
3-0, and they finished the game 31-9 with the L. So that first quarter, even the first quarter though, like so you could say they probably started hot the first 3 minutes of the game,
Yeah.
right? Because they got Brady on the 3-and-out, and I think he went back to back 3-and-outs, and then he drove down the field for the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Because by the end of the first quarter, it was 7-3.
Yes.
Right. Second quarter starts, another field goal for KC, and what does Brady do? Drive down the field again, 14-3. Well, no, they scored two touchdowns that second quarter. They outscored them 14-3. And then on the third quarter, Tampa outscored KC 10-3 again. And then no one scored in the fourth quarter. So the final score was 31. And that shit, fuck, dude, they got outplayed.
Low key.
What was one big thing that you noticed from the
Um,
Chiefs?
from the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
That
kind.
they need to work on, like the flaw, one big flaw.
I see two big flaws in that team. I see that they have no running game, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the big that's been known for like, you know, the beginning of time. You know, everyone knows
Mm-hmm.
since they lost Jamal Charles.
Or Kareem Hunt, you could say.
Yeah, in a way. But the other flaw was that if you look at the stats and you go to receiving, Travis Kelce had 10 catches for 133 yards. That's great.
Um,
But you go down to the next player, and it's Tyreek Hill for 7 catches, 73 yards, which is not too bad. You want to know who the next best receiver was in that team?
yeah, Watkins.
No.
Then-
It was Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Oh yeah, with 23 yards.
Yeah. Those guys need like I think a good like they need a good second like a wide receiver too. They don't have a good wide receiver. Simon Watkins was good for a bit, but it just seems like this season he's been like gone. I guess Sammy Watkins can only take you so like far that it's just nothing you could do about it.
I mean, some would say that, but like if you really think about it, they honestly have 2,000-yard receivers.
No, that's what I'm
So
saying. Outside of Hill and Kelsey, they need help.
yeah, but like you don't really need someone big as wide receiver too, because then we really talk about it. Kelsey may be the tight end, but do they ever really use him as a tight end? They use him more as a receiver. So if you're, I mean, his game is not that great in the run game, right? His blocking, I would say, average to below average blocker. But if you see him, he's mostly either lined up in the slot or they put him out wide. So they use him more as a receiver. His position is considered tight end, but let's be honest, he's just a big ass fucking receiver.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you think about it, he's technically receiver number one, and then Tyreek Hill would be your receiver number two. He's always the second option, right? They could use depth behind that, but they're gonna get most of the targets, and it's worked for them because, like I said, they both got like 1,400 yards each. That's a lot, man.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
in a
that's the
way.
number one duo combo. They don't specifically need a wide receiver number 2 in terms of he needs to average between 600 to 700 yards or 800. You know what I'm saying? But they could use depth. They could use better receivers overall
Yes.
in those positions. For the
Because I mean,
Reds.
look how the Bugs game plan. They game plan for Kelsey and Tyreek
And
Hill.
Hill. But that's just a great defense, man. Todd Bowles may have been a heady shit coach, but he's a great coordinator, and that's just how the bull should be sometimes. Sometimes great coordinators don't always make the best head coaches.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And sometimes people that would consider just average coordinators, that wrote off successes of someone else, get a head coaching job, and they become great head coaches. You know what I'm saying?
Like Peterson.
It's just
No, he's not a great. My bad.
he's not really good, but so, and you've seen that plenty of times around the league, right?
Yeah.
Amazing coordinators, not great head coaches. They go back down to coordinator positions, and when you give him that specific focus, okay, you're an offensive mind, just focus on the offense. Don't focus about coaching a whole team, just right. And they succeed. That's what they do. So Todd Bowles, and he did a great job with them. And the defense is good, man. They have speed at the linebacker position, so these are people who can cover and rush.
Yeah.
They have safeties that can cover. I mean, their corners aren't really any big names per se. They don't really have a superstar in the secondary, but they just do their job well. They play the scheme well, right? They know how to cover. They're fast, and that's what helped them.
I understand that. But still.
Hey.
I don't know. Now, for all this, I think the reason it felt good is because Kansas City got that humble pie, dude.
Oh, yeah. Especially
they finally got that humble pie.
Especially Tyrann Mathieu. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I love seeing Brady go after him. Tell him, I'm going to come after your ass. And he went after his ass. And he got scored on. I love it.
So crazy that oh no, man, people still doubt Brady. How? This is the best team he's had in years, and you doubt him?
Yeah, he's been doing it for way too long for you to still have questions.
The dude makes Edelman, Amendola, Chris Logan, makes them look good.
Yeah, he did. He carried that team on his back.
You took you took Brady away, and those guys are ass.
And now you put him in a team that has actual receiver talent and running back talent. Look what he did. Crazy. Look what he did.
Yeah,
dude, he went. So Brady went 21 for 29, 201 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Right,
that's insane.
21 for 29. Yeah. That's what, over 70% of his passes completed?
I would say maybe over 80. Because half, 29. What's half of 20?
I would say
14.5.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's probably 80%.
He played. He still has it, man. His arm strength might not be what it was 10 years ago, but he still has enough zip on it that he throws a beautiful ball, man.
I thought he would have retired, low key.
I thought so too, but hey, he's still hungry, man. He wants it more.
He took it personally. He took it
personally, and it really was an unexpected game, right? I mean,
okay. Was this a great game to you?
I want to say I've seen greater, but it was one of the funnest.
Well, what's one of your what's the greatest Super Bowl you've seen in your eyes?
To be honest,
if you could just think about it,
it would have to be that that Seahawks Patriots game.
The first one or the second one?
No, they only played once in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, my bad. They played Broncos.
Yeah. That one was because it was electrified. That shit was exciting. It had big plays. It was back and forth, and then it was literally one of the most dramatic endings in like the history in the NFL. Because you remember, right? Like the play before the whole interception, like Russell Wilson threw deep, and then like Jerron Curse like caught that ball out of fucking nowhere because it like never hit the ground. It bounced off of like his leg twice,
Yeah.
and it's still in midair. He's already on his back, and he still ended up catching it. Like that was dramatic. That put him within like the 2 yard line, and then you had that interception in the end zone. Like it was that's to me one of the greatest. The Atlanta Patriots game. I mean, it was all right. It was pretty one sided until, I mean, as cool as it was, as cool as it was watching Brady do that big ass comeback. The game didn't really excite me. That Broncos Panthers one,
That was a
pretty one
blowout, no?
sided.
Yeah.
The same goes for the Seahawks Broncos. It's pretty fucking dominant from the Seahawks. It was all defense. They just smashed the Broncos.
I mean, like for me,
That last year's one was kind of boring.
what about the Eagles versus Patriots?
That one was cool. I wouldn't say it was like super amazing either.
Fuck the Eagles. That's what we're saying. Fuck the Eagles.
But to me, it honestly was that Seahawks Patriots one.
I think for me, it'll probably be David versus Goliath. Giants versus the Patriots.
Oh, those were fun. Which one, the first one or the second one?
Which was the one that the Patriots were undefeated?
I think it was
the first one,
right?
It
was the first one, yeah. Where the dude had the helmet, the catch off the helmet.
Yeah, that shit was amazing.
Where that fool escaped the pocket. Eli, you thought he was sacked. Like you could not see him in that big ass like puddle of fucking linemen everywhere. And I don't know, we just see his little ass squeam out and just launches and the dude catches it right off the tip of the crown of his helmet.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Yeah,
that was a crazy game.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. That was fun,
especially seeing like an undefeated team.
I'm surprised you didn't say the Ravens versus the Niners,
because that's like biased. You know? Of course, I'm gonna like the fucking Ravens winning. You know.
Yeah.
Even though it was great, but it was kind of a blowout until the end.
Low key.
Until they turn off the light on us. All right. So this one was cool, but it was like, I don't know.
It was pretty one-sided.
Yeah.
Me. It wasn't the greatest per se in terms of like hype and there was a lot of hype, but like electrifying place and all that. But it was pretty damn fun because it was just really one-sided. You know.
I got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
I got something to say.
Say it.
How come when it comes down to other quarterbacks, let's say like Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Lamar Jackson, that if they have a bad O-line, you can't use that as an excuse for bad play. But Mahomes played like fucking shit in the Super Bowl because of a bad O-line. And they're fucking using that as an excuse, saying that Mahomes didn't have an O-line. So why could you use it for Mahomes and not for everyone else?
Yeah, well, first, the O-line is ass. But second, I think it's they use that as an excuse because he's kind of become like this wonder boy of the NFL.
Fuck him.
Right? Where everyone just caters to him and make excuses for him because he's supposed to be the next greatest thing, you know, right after Brady, right? But like I said, it is just excuses, right? Other quarterbacks have done good things with even less. You know, remember all that shit Russell Wilson was doing and he had a shitty O-line?
Yeah.
And he was just making magic. So, I mean, like you said, right? Quarterbacks have done more with the equal amount of O-line talent or less.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a big excuse. But they need to fix that O-line, man. It is shit. It is ass. That D-line is ass too. But other than Chris Jones, they really don't have
anything.
Yeah. They don't have any edge rushers, any good edge rushers. Right? The secondary, it's crazy to me because the secondary played like how I think their talent level is. I don't think they're a good secondary, but for some reason, they just always been able to hold it together and stop teams, right?
Yeah.
But what I saw yesterday is what I really think. Like this is the secondary. That's how they really are. And it's just baffling that it's kind of took
This long.
this long. I mean, we kind of exposed it, between two games because we dropped what 41 the first time and then like 37 the second time. Like, you know, and we were burning them. Aguilar was burning their asses, dude. Aguilar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's what I always seen, but sometimes they just Spagnola's able to scheme around like all the flaws, right? They don't really have any great elite linebackers either.
Yeah.
Um I guess Tyron Matthews all right. He's average to me. Juan Thornhill. I guess their safeties are pretty good. But other than that, they don't really have much. And it's about time they got exposed. And then hopefully people are able to follow this blueprint and follow it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So they need to get working on that. So they're gonna have a lot of big holes coming up now. They're like, we gotta get the O line, we gotta get the D line dub, we gotta get some linebackers, some corners. And it's gonna be tough. You can't just fix it all in one off season, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's my phone. I'm putting it on vibrate.
Kind of a rebuild, kind of. I guess another thing I wanted to talk about, Super Bowl wise. Why do people always like think Tom Brady like, oh, he cheated, he used the refs. Oh, deflate gate. I don't know. So
Right.
what's the other one? Spygate. I don't know.
Okay, the Spiky was more Bill though.
Well,
That was Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick's
That
a
was Bill
bitch
Belichick.
though.
Yeah, it's
Been proven.
It's been proven.
We said it before on this podcast. Brady's the system.
The Flagate was a little fishy. I'll give that. And this shit didn't make sense, But people just want to hate on greatness, right? People by nature and the society we live in today is more geared towards being a hater than encouraging, right?
Yeah.
Or acknowledging achievements. People just fucking haters in 2021, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's how society raises kids now. Bitter ass grown men too. Just fucking the world's full of haters.
I've never seen a fan base cry so much about losing a fucking game, dude.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying that the blames for getting ref was. I think the calls were fair, right?
I think
some of them might have been some of them might have been a little. You can question it that they shouldn't have been called. But I can see why they were.
I think the only call that was kind of questionable in my eyes was that first Mike Evans pass interference, where he got tripped up.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one. See, that's what I'm talking about. That one, if they would have picked up, if they would have picked up the flag and called a no foul, I would have been like, all right, I can see that.
Yeah,
right. But other than that one, that was kind of like the first major one, right? Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of people complaining about the one where was it Hamilton that was offsides or Hardman? One of them was offsides when they were gonna punt on fourth.
Yeah,
remember? That's just a stupid mental error. You know where the fucking line of scrimmage are. You can look to your right, see where everyone's lined up, and just fucking fix yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that killed them. And then the rest, I think, were pretty fair because at that point they were getting burned left and right, man, and they couldn't stop it.
Fucking Evans and Godwin, man.
Yeah, but that first one, I can see it. I can see that one being a bad.
And low key, like Evans and Godwin, they didn't even do anything that game.
They really didn't. It was kind of all. I mean, Rob let them receiving Gronkowski. He let him receiving. Evans only really had 31 yards. Antonio Brown had 22. Godwin had 9.
Yeah, exactly.
Godwin, sorry.
Goodwin
plays but the routes they were running were beating the bat.
Hell yeah.
So if you're honest, you're like all these big chunks of play that you saw, they weren't because these receivers caught the ball. It was mostly like they beat them. They were gonna go deep and they got fouled pass interference, right? So then all those chunk of yardage. came.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Fournette ran hard. Um, the Bucks defensively, they're I would say perfect. You
Yeah,
know,
low key, they played
they're
amazing.
yeah. Um, offensively, no floss either, man. They really want to. They're really a well balanced team. They're more well balanced than what I gave them credit for before.
Mhm. Yeah,
You know,
I agree with
uh,
that.
so and it's Brady, man. What can I say? That really took them off the top. I mean, it was more than that, right? Last year they didn't have um, Gronk, they didn't have Brown, they didn't have Fournette, right? They didn't have Brady, so it was Jameis leading, and you can see the lack of offense, right? And then Brady comes over, you get someone who's the GOAT,
Mhm.
and then he brings his best friend over. He brings a hard runner over, and he brings a semi-washed receiver, but who's always been very talented and one of the best, right? Over,
Yeah,
and this is what you get. They went off, man. They went off this playoffs.
they great.
You, you know what? You know what's kind of like pisses me off a little, bro?
What?
That at one point the Bucks were 7-5, just like my Raiders were 7-5.
And they ended up.
And we fucking it up 8-8. Well, they made the fucking Super Bowl, dog.
You guys could have got Brady.
Oh my god, we could have, dude.
Y'all wanted to stick with Derek. Derek, I felt
Disrespected.
disrespected. Carr.
We need John Gruden needs to fix it, dude. Needs to fix it.
Yeah,
Oh, I think this was a good season, man.
yeah.
For
Overall,
like, yeah, we didn't know we were gonna have an NFL season. Fucking there was no camp. Oh,
yeah.
it was a very short camp, but there was no actual off season where people can do the mini camps,
Mhm.
right? And then I forgot what they call them, but they hold different like practices before the actual camp starts.
Yeah,
Um, the OTAs, there we go, the off season team activities, right? First, usually they'll get a 3-day OTA event for the rookies only, so just straight up rookies,
yeah,
so they can kind of get started. And then you get like a 2-week full team OTAs where everyone shows up, right? And then you get like a 5-day mini camp, and then camp starts, right?
yeah,
So none of that. So people were going in blind, and even that you saw the emergence of fucking Justin Herbert. You know what
yeah,
he was able to do with no camp. He picked up that offense and rolled with it. Justin Jefferson, who broke records. Fuck, man, there was Joe Burrow doing his thing, kind of making that Bengals fucking franchise respectable.
yeah.
Lamar Jackson won his first playoff game.
Mhm.
Fucking King Henry going over 2,000 yards.
Crazy. It was a
It was a
crazy
great
year.
year. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a crazy year, man. I'm glad we have football. Thank you, Mr. Donald Trump. Nah, I'm just kidding.
uh,
His only accomplishment as a president
his only
was
accomplishment when they told him, "Hey, what'd you do as a president? I brought back the
my foot.
NFL."
Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
Wait. Oh, the Steelers going 11-0, and then downhill after that.
Oh yeah, man. That was crazy too.
That was nice to watch.
So hopefully we can be more competitive, the Raiders and NFC West, because the West still goes through the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, yeah.
As much as they have lost, they are
The
coming
Chiefs.
off a 3 AFC championship, appearance and a two times back to back Super Bowl
Mm-hmm.
appearance, right? So the West still goes through them. Hopefully we can close the gap, actually beat them twice, not just once. Take the division and fucking go from there.
Because I think the one thing that this season brought was a lot of competitiveness. We saw teams that wouldn't really compete. Washington football team, they competed. That shit was nice to see. The Browns, the Browns. It was nice seeing like
Oh yeah,
new teams.
yeah, yeah. That
So
was fun. The Browns were fun to watch.
like
The Bills were fun to watch. Josh Allen coming, like showing out party. A season to remember, dog. In a
Yeah,
COVID year.
yeah. It was nice. It was very nice. All right. But like all seasons come, they go.
Mm-hmm.
Off season now starts.
Yes,
A
sir.
lot of things happening already. So maybe we'll eventually talk about off season stuff eventually.
Maybe once free agency starts. Um, so far just lots of rumors, but we don't care about rumors. We care about fucking facts. You
Exactly.
know. So unless we get some big breaking news, maybe we'll mention it. But other than that, I mean, the next most important date is the free agency, which I think starts March 17th, I believe.
Yeah, but obviously, you know, teams can sign back their players technically now, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess just we'll keep a lookout. Any big news, you know, where the big free agents land.
Or big trades
Yeah, big
that happen.
trades. We might end up doing like something for draft day. I don't know.
Oh,
Is that
that's not until May though.
That was April?
No, the draft is this is it is the end of April. Never mind.
Well, you know, it's kind of far.
Yeah, it's like the 27th through the 31st. So it's like May and it's a couple months away.
Yeah,
It's yeah.
yeah. You know, we'll talk about off season shit.
And then fantasy draft won't be until like September anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's the off season.
yeah. Obviously, you know, you have other sports like, you know, basketball, baseball. You know, we might talk about some shit. You know, we might
Mm-hmm.
talk about some.
When the Dodgers go back to back, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It should happen.
It's possible. Look who they
Obviously,
picked up.
obviously, you know, I'm just rooting for my team to make the playoffs and just get eliminated in the first round. That's all I want. And
That'd be a
I'm an
step
Angels.
forward, right?
I'm an Angels fan.
That'd be a
So
step forward,
pain.
right?
That's all that brings me. Pain.
Oh, damn. Being a Ducks fan brings pain.
Oh my god! Don't
Jesus.
even bring that up. I don't even want to talk about the Ducks.
Uh,
How the
yeah.
hell were we so high and mighty to fucking being trash? Fuck.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right?
But obviously, you know, with these off seasons, there's gonna be news elsewhere. You know, we'll talk about Justice League. We'll probably do instead of a podcast, which will be like a podcast slash review of the movie. You know, so we
Yeah,
might do something like that.
yeah.
Um,
More like a thoughts on discussion
yeah,
type.
no, we're not gonna
With
get
the
no
point.
ratings. If we ever do reviews in this shit, like I hate ratings. I hate giving something a rating. Like that shit pisses me off. So we'll probably just say, hey, watch it or don't.
Yeah,
Play this game or don't.
yeah.
It's you know whatever's.
Or whether if it's worth
Yeah,
the
or
money
like
it
yeah, well,
costs.
we're worth to buy all that.
Yeah. But in terms of like a 4 out of 5 or a
Yeah,
7.5, yeah,
yeah.
fuck,
I
that's
hate that.
stupid.
I hate giving that shit because
I
like a game could be a 4 out of 10 to other people, but like they will miss out on like some great music that the game has, or some great cinematography that the game has, or even movies. You know, so it's like obviously some people will like that game and other people's won't.
I already hate numbers anyway, so
Speaking of
that's all.
that, you know, I might release a medium thoughts video, a game that can release probably like what last week,
That's
something
been
like
like two
that.
weeks.
Last
No,
week or 2 weeks.
20. It was the 28th, right? 26, 28, 28, January 28th.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
is
So like yeah, maybe last
almost two
week.
weeks.
Yeah, maybe last week, maybe the week
Oh,
before.
yeah, it's 2 weeks. Officially
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay.
2 weeks, 2 weeks.
So yeah, you know, I might give my thoughts and opinions on that game because I did enjoy the game, and you know, I hope they make a sequel. I kind of want them to make a sequel. So
Yeah, I'm gonna be starting it today. So my playthrough begins today. It's a very short game, right?
yeah, it's
10
it's
hours.
only like 8 to 10 hours, which makes I think in my opinion, you know, I like the long games, but those short games sometimes are bangers too.
Yeah.
This
Very
is
story driven.
it's very to the point. So you know you don't have to do all this like side quest shit None of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a nice a nice
Very,
sweet like
yeah,
little
very
journey, you know.
linear
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes it's good to play those.
Uh-huh.
When there's just games with complexity and Cyberpunk and Assassin's Creed where you got to do a million other fucking things, right? So
Yeah. So like
yeah, it's a nice break.
just a nice simple game to go away from the complexity.
Mm-hmm.
Um Damn, I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I was gonna say.
Remember,
Trying to think. Oh,
was it about gaming?
it was about the medium. I don't even know. I forgot. But yeah,
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure you remember by the time you put out the discussion video.
yeah. I'll probably. Well, obviously, I got like a whole list of shit that I wanted to talk about in that game.
Damn, my man's prepared.
But I'm gonna try to make that a
We got
short video.
notes.
You know,
Yeah. We don't want to come on. We don't want to make fucking. Who wants to make?
a 30-minute. Well, wait. When
Yeah.
we talk about the Justice League, we're going over an hour because I got to get all my thoughts out. A 4-hour
All right.
movie?
All right.
Nah, no, just kidding. Not an hour, but we'll talk about it decent.
Yeah.
Obviously, there should be more gaming news. We might do like an Attack on Titan
At
episode.
the end of the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe at the end of the season. Hopefully everyone's caught up. We'll put the spoiler just in case you're not caught up.
Yeah.
But,
Don't. Yeah. It'll be a discussion where we talk about not only anime, we might tie some manga stuff together. So it will be a very heavily spoiled.
yeah.
But like I said, we'll put the warnings up. I'm planning on doing the WandaVision one as well because I have been watching it. So
Yeah.
once that season ends,
I think it ends pretty soon. I think it's only 8 episodes, man.
8 episodes, yeah. Well, then the video will be coming very soon. Then,
What's it
and yeah,
called? But yeah, there's a lot of things coming like around the corner, so we should be able to talk about something.
yeah.
My hero's around the corner.
And you guys will finally get more than just our podcast episodes.
Yeah.
So,
Because I think there's a game called The Ascent that I want us to try.
oh yeah, we will. Yeah, and then we can go on into that as well.
Game Pass. Yeah,
True.
there should be some news pretty soon.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll try to do this weekly, like we've been trying to do. Even though we did
keyword trying.
Yeah. Yeah. Just have faith in our abilities to do things.
And
Right.
that's pretty much it, I guess.
Yeah.
This was pretty good.
Like a 38, 37-minute video.
Yeah, just almost like a reaction, Super Bowl reaction. I wouldn't call it a quick reaction, but it is still very fresh, right?
I just saw the EA Play shit on Steam, and I don't even think Madden's on there, dog.
It's not? Well, fuck.
Well, I'll probably do like a dub, like voiceover, and just be like, "We're not playing Madden. I'll play Control. I'll do that."
Okay.
Yeah, Control will be a better game, anyways.
Yeah.
But I'll do like the dub over, put the like record-breaking. No, I don't know how to do that. What's it called? But yeah, if you enjoyed the podcast, hit that like button, subscribe, and follow us on our social media, dude. If you have any opinions about what we talked about, if you want to say that we're stupid and you're a Kansas City fan, hey, that's fine. Fuck you too. But you go write your opinions on the comment sections. We'll talk. Like I said, hit us up on our social medias, on Twitter, Instagram. I will, maybe I'll reply back, depending on what you fucking say.
Yeah.
Make
sure to like, comment, subscribe, especially like and comment. That really actually helps with the YouTube algorithm.
Yes.
To put our shit out there. We always appreciate it.
Even if you're gonna comment that we suck at doing podcasts. Yeah,
even if you're gonna say some dumb shit, let it be known. Express yourself. Put it in the comments.
Exactly.
And if you're gonna dislike it, make sure you hit the dislike button twice, specifically twice. It makes the dislike even better.
If you don't like the video, just hit that like button, regardless.
Yeah. Or you dislike twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. I guess peace out, guys.
We out.